It's light and fruity. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we taste this Spey Tenne single malt whiskey from the Speyside distillery. And I took a video where I introduced the Speyside distillery, the new Speyside distillery, as well as the history of the old Speyside distillery. And I showed 5 different whiskies where we taste today the youngest, or the one without an age statement on it, or one of those without an age statement on it, the Tenné, 46% ABV. And this one is beautifully made. It has a thick bottom, very heavy, thick-walled bottle with a rope and engravements on the side as well. It's quite high, so if you intend to put this in your bar, it won't fit. It's taller, it's an inch taller than the typical whiskey bottles. And if you look at the label that said non-chill filtered, 46% ABV, finished in Tawny pot casks, selected edition of 18,000 bottles, no coloring added, so this is real color. A slight mahogany color, a little red in it, wonderful. And this is bottle 10,161 out of 18,000. Wonderful. If you open the bottle, it's a cork, and on the cork there's a design also. So they pulled all the registers in marketing to bring this whiskey to the best equipped bottles available. And the tube, there is an extra wrapping with paper on each bottle, even the cheapest one we have here, around 40 euros, pounds, dollars. This is quite expensive for an no age statement whiskey, but this one is directed to Asia, where the wrapping and the appearance of the bottle is very, very important if you present those bottles as gifts, so you can add a few euros to the selling price of this bottle. So this one is matured in bourbon barrels, and then it is finished in Tawny pot casks for 6 months. And I have to say, Tawny pot, one of my favorite. So I expect a lot out of this whiskey, and I had already a few Tawny pot finishes from other distilleries, and I found those wonderful, really wonderful. It's light and fruity, and the 46% ABV, it's sensible. It's there, alcohol is there. So very strong and heavy whiskies in terms of aroma, they are able to cover this alcohol so that you're not able to taste the alcohol in the front. But this one is so light that the alcohol is smellable. But it's quite light. There's a very, very little caramel note in it. Yeah. This one is strange. So it's a little sharp. It's a little young. It's covering your mouth. It's a light metallic note in it, as it is with young whiskies. But the spice of the oak is already hitting. The fruitiness is vanishing very fast. So this is an unbalanced whiskey. I think it's really young. I wouldn't be astonished if this whiskey is 2.5 years in ex-bourbon casks and then 6 months finishing in Tawny port and then out on the market. But it lacks maturity. So I'm a little bit disappointed because this Tawny port isn't that strong and thick and aroma laden as I'm used to from other distilleries. So, but this one is cheap, or cheaper, and until filtered 46% ABV, very good bottle and packaging, so it's worth the money. But I hope the other ones are more mature and more satisfying my wishes. Stay tuned, there's more to come, and feel free to share this video, as always, with your friends.